Well, this week we're heading to one of our favorite places, Hill Plantation. Our good buddy Reno owns it. If you've seen our turkey hunts, you know Reno hunts with us all the time. He's got a great place to hunt in Alabama, Hill Plantation, and he invites us every year. I love to bow hunt this place. It's something I look forward to each year, and I can't wait to get out there this year to get after some Alabama bucks. All right, guys, on the last stretch here, I'm about a mile from Chapel Hill. Excuse the road noise. This is a pretty bumpy road, but it is what it is. Anyway, I'm excited to get here, see what's happening here at Chapel Hill. Let this front come in and get after deer this afternoon. So it's a beautiful day.
Hey, Ross.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. You have a good trip down?
I did.
Good.
Anticipating this front. I'm excited.
I know. Glad you're here.
I'm glad to be here. It's good to be back and can't wait to go bow hunting.
Well, it feels like summertime right now, but day after tomorrow it's going to be wintertime.
It's supposed to drop big time, like 30 degrees.
In the morning it's supposed to be like 38, 39 degrees.
That ought to get him activated. He's showing up pretty regular?
Oh yeah, every day.
A couple different ones?
Yep.
Well, season's open. I'm going to shoot the bow a time or two. And let's go deer hunting.
All right.
We ain't got but about an hour.
I know. Hurry up.
Ooh, easy. Well, after shooting the bow a few times, I head out for my first sit. I head to a spot called the East Blind. One of the shooters have been showing up here. I set that afternoon and actually see him, but he never comes close enough for a shot. All right, guys, first morning here at Chapel Hill Plantation, and it's nice. It's about 38 degrees, and it's going to get cooler as the sun rises. So it's a beautiful morning. None of our target deer are hanging at the spot I'm going to, but Reno wants me to kill a few does while I'm here, so that's what the mission is this morning. Go kill a couple of does or kill a doe, and then hunt the target bucks of the afternoon. The high today is only like 53 degrees, so it's going to be a good deer hunting day. Not much wind, but the wind is right for both spots. So I'm going to ease in there, get set up, hopefully get a shot at a doe this morning. So let's do it. Well, right off the bat, I see a young buck and eventually see some does, but they just skirt too wide, not close enough for a bow shot. Well, the wind's picked up. Just had a couple of does swing by out of range. Other side of the food plot there. This is a food plot, believe it or not. It's just been so dry that can't get nothing to come up. They got some rain the other day, and I can see where it washed seeds down here, and it's starting to sprout. But saw a lot of deer this morning, and some nice deer, some does. It was fun. Nice cool morning. It's gonna be cool all day. I think I'm gonna go after the deer they call Tank this afternoon. He's a nice 130 type 8-point. He's been pretty regular though, and the wind's gonna be good to hunt it. So I'm gonna go back. Probably get something to eat, do a little fishing, and get ready for the afternoon hunt. It's only going to be like 53 today, so it's going to be very nice. Deer ought to be rambling. You little guy. Watch him come up and get it. About 2 pounder. Chapel Hill fish. Got a little fight to it. Well, after doing a little fishing, I head to a spot called the Oaks, and this is where one of our shooters by the name of Tank has been showing up. He's pretty regular, but I set this afternoon and only see one deer. Well, after stand hopping for a few days with no luck, I decided to go back to the Oaks where Tank has been showing up. We checked the cards, and sure enough, the evening before he was there in the daylight at last light. So I decided to hunt here the 4th afternoon. Alright guys, it's the 4th afternoon here at Chapel Hill Plantation. Haven't had any luck. Actually, we had some bad luck. But that's just bow hunting. Beautiful little spot right here. It's a finger of oaks. And I got bedding on my right, bedding on my left, but I got this big field behind me. Deer like it right here, so hopefully we can make it happen this afternoon. Well, as the afternoon wears on, I look to my right across the field and I can see some does filing my way. And sure enough, in behind them, I see Tank, and he's closing the distance as well. The only problem is the wind's blowing right to him, and I gotta pass the test on these does before he eases up here. Well, I get lucky, I pass the test on the does, and sure enough, Tank is easing right up the trail in behind them. I think we got him. The arrow looked good. He come from across the field behind me. I would have never thought that in a million years. But I just happened to look behind me, and I seen a bunch of does behind me, and I seen a rack buck, and I said, hang on a second. And then he went left, and I caught a glimpse of him. I said, that kind of looked like Tank. I'm not positive though. And then he come around, and he started coming right at me right there, and I could see his rack. I knew it was him then. I got out of the stand. I'm trying to be quiet. Go up there and see if I can find any blood. That'll tell me a lot. It didn't pass through, so it might not be a lot of blood, but I think it was definitely a killing shot. All right, guys, got some blood. Got some blood here. Blood here. Blood there, blood there. Good blood everywhere right here. Blood. 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 There he lays right there, guys. There he is is right there. Ooh, he's a hammer. Got him. Guys, I think that's my, hang on. I think that's my 8th Chapel Hill buck. It just never gets old. Reno invites us down to hunt these deer every year, and he grows some studs. And this is actually kind of a management deer, but he's a hammer. He's a big 8. Let's go look at him. Oh man, that's awesome. In the pines. Oh, I love Chapel Hill Plantation, and I love Alabama. 4 for quartering away, that's about as good as it gets, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this buck. Looky there. That's a good one. Well, here he is, guys. And I couldn't think of a more beautiful setting to find him in. The Alabama Pines at Chapel Hill Plantation. Reno invites us every year, and it's something I look forward to each year, bow hunting this place. Killed a bunch of deer with a bow here over the years, and this is a perfect candidate. This is actually a management deer, you know, a lesser deer that Reno really wanted gone. Bella was actually after him last year. I got sick, she couldn't come hunting, and he put on some mass this year, and eye guards. Look at them eye guards. Just a beautiful deer. Pretty frame. Just, that's probably what all he's ever gonna be. And that's okay, he's good enough to ride in the back of my truck. I love bow hunting these older ones. It's so fun. And we've hunted for about 4 days now and had some great hunts. I hunted him day before yesterday, never saw deer. And checked the cards today, Joseph and I did. And sure enough, he was there last night in the daylight, right at last light. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna try it again. So Joseph dropped me off, and I slipped in there, and about 4 o'clock, I look behind me, and he's crossing the field in behind me. And he's coming downwind of me, and I'm like, this ain't gonna work. Luckily, I passed the test on some does, and they crossed first, and he couldn't stand it. He had to come up there to the feed after he seen them does going to it. And I stopped him at about 8 yards, quartering away. That's the best shot. You won't believe the size of the hole that Rage put in him. And he probably went 100 yards. I didn't hear him crash, but it's because of this pine straw. But I knew when that arrow smacked him, I said he can't handle that. And he ended up piling up in these pines here. What a beautiful buck, and an awesome hunt here at Chapel Hill. Another one in the books, and I can't thank you enough, Reno. It's been fun. I might try to shoot me a doe in the morning. Look at that. Look at the big old neck on this thing. All right, guys. Well, it's morning number 4 here at Chapel Hill Plantation. I was fortunate enough to get one of our shooters last night, Tank. It was a pretty awesome hunt. So this morning I'm gonna try to get me a doe and to get some meat in the freezer. I've been doe hunting in the mornings, but just hadn't had any luck yet. Going to the same place I've been hunting the past couple of mornings. So maybe fingers crossed, and I get me a doe this morning here at Chapel Hill. Same 2 bucks that like to hang out right here showed up at light again. And then directly here come a doe. And I could see her coming, so I put cameras, got the cameras on it. Got the bow back and she was swinging right here and I smoked her. She didn't go 30 yards. All right, guys. Just got down. Beautiful morning. Doing a little doe hunting this morning here at Chapel Hill. A lot of times I'll hunt for does in the morning and the bucks in the afternoon, especially early season. Anyway, a doe come in this morning and I made a great shot. She didn't go, I see her about 30 yards right there. Made a great shot. I'm gonna go up here and get my arrow. Let's go look at her. There's the arrow, guys. I mean, absolute smoke. There's my setup right there in that ivy, boy. You talk about a head. Good spot. There we go. There's a good doe right there. You talk about smoke. That's about as good as it gets right there now. Well, here she is, and she's a big one, let me tell you. It's always fun to do a little herd management and to do some doe management here at Chapel Hill Plantation. A lot of times in the mornings we'll doe hunt, and in the afternoons we'll buck hunt. And we've had a cool snap here in Alabama. It's the first part of the Alabama season, and it's been cold, and it makes for some great hunting. But another doe here at Chapel Hill Plantation. It was a great hunt. Some bucks come up under me, and then I look to my left, and here comes this big doe. So I made an excellent shot. I mean, absolute smoke, and she went 30 yards. Got some meat for the freezer. What a big old doe. Look at that noggin on that thing.